Let's turn it on. Let's check for leaks. Nothing's leaking. Finally start to get going on the van. It's a blank canvas. Ripped out the carpet and the wood the other day. It was all looking a bit grubby. So I'm going to waterproof it first with Tetra Schultz. Before I put the board in and stuff, I might as well waterproof it just in case I get any leaks in the future. So yeah, big day. Finally going to do it properly. So I've got the engine on the left-hand side by there, hose reels above it, water tank in the middle, and then I can just fill up the hose and I ain't got to keep pulling out buffer tank all the time. So first exterior cleaning. Jason, all right buddy, how you going? Your design, I'm going to copy it. Wish me luck. Pour a big dollop in the middle and just brush it in. Nice and thick as well. Let's not be shy. Put one coat on yesterday. Looks pretty good. But I got 2 cans, so I might as well put another one on. So I had 2 coats of the paint to make it watertight. I got the buffalo board. I did ask for marine ply originally, but I was told right at the last minute this buffalo board's much better. So now we got to start planning where it's going to go. This is the buffalo board, by the way, that type of texture. A bit grippy. I suppose any oil or anything lands on it, it's just going to wipe off really easy. Right, so my carriage bolt is going to go through there. That's going to go through there. That's basically going to hold that in position. And the next bit, my water tank's going to butt up against this. Then I'm going to put these over the top with these U fittings. Then I'm going to bolt that to there. And that's going to stop everything from wiggling around and give everything support. So when I go around the corner, if I go around the corner too quick, I don't want the machine going whoop out the door. So this is going to give it the strength to hold everything in position. That's the plan. Right, so I got my 2 bits in. So basically the buffer tank's going to go in between the middle. Buffer tank's 1.1. I've given it an extra centimetre. So basically it can't go bosh, bosh, bosh and come off. Oh, bloody away fly. I did manage to get the coach bolt in quite tight. I thought I was going to end up with something like that. It's like that on all of them so far. But I screwed her in nice and tight. Now it's quite flush, so that's not going to end up just putting loads of pressure over there. So that's currently the shape of the bottom of the frame. As you can see the bolts there where I bolted it. But I have to get it majority in position, then take it apart, then bolt it together because the bolts had to come from underneath. So I couldn't do that whilst it was in situ. And that's a bit of a brief idea on the corners, which I've used. So that's the bottom part. I got a pissing metal splinter on my finger. It's so small I can hardly see it. And every time I touch it, it's in, and I managed to put the carpet in as well, which was underneath it all, and that rubber mat I bought stupidly because actually it was supposed to go on top of that, but no, that was just done my head in, so I'm happy with that. Now it's all about the uprights. Voila. That's as far as I got for now. I just need another piece of conduit to go across the front onto that bit. I got a couple of offcuts I can use for the side, but it's not open out on Monday, so back then. Da 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 da. So story so far. Frames in. The frame's in. Quite happy with it. That's the 41mm steel conduit, the thick stuff. Got the tank over there. Got my reels. Right, let's go through the side door. This is pissing me off, this thing. It's better. Right, so let me zoom out. Bonk. Yeah, sorry so far. That was a bit further that way, but I've slammed on the brakes a couple of times and there's a shimmy down here, so I put a couple of brushes in there to stop it from going bosh. So I'll have to cut a little bit of wood in there to stop it from sliding. But anyway, I got this puppy. Really hard to get flipping reels which take 3/4 inch. In the end, I've gone with this one. It looks like it'll last for a bit. But anyway, I've got some U-shaped bolts. I'm going to drill a couple of holes through there at the back. I'm not going to put them on the front, because when I pull the reel, as long as I got U-shaped bolts at the back, that should be fine. Plus, I've only got 3. I got to pick another one up tomorrow. Right, first of all, I'm going to put my high pressure reel there, figure out the spacing, because I don't want to be twatting my hand with the reels against each other. Alright, high pressure reel in position, just on enough room so they're not going to twat against each other. Yeah, that looks fine. It's a little bit that way. That's just going to be hard luck because I can't get that more that way because I got to pull this thing every now and then. I don't have that flush. So, right, let's stick some U-shaped bolts in the back of it. Oh, before I get carried away with that, height-wise, there's a bit of a gap there. I was thinking of lowering this, but... Right, let's pull the tank out so I can put a couple of holes in that for filling it up. And if you're wondering what this bit here is, that used to live there. But it was really pissing me off, so I just yanked it out. Alright, well that's the tank anyway, by Wydale Plastics. Thanks to First Exterior Cleaning. Been watching all his videos, so I've got the information from him. Right, this thing, I was thinking of having it at that end, but I got the high pressure hose that end, low pressure hose this end. So where that bit comes out there, I'll just do a little bit of a that way into there, about there. Alright, so I got those 2 bits on. That was okay. But now if any shit got on the bottom, I'm going to get that stuff out. Just realised this is the best way of doing it. Just tilt it up and just let it come out. Always away. Always away. Da 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 da. Check it out, Mikey. Chow, 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 chow. Finally. That was a pain in the ass. That was a huge pain in the ass. That was okay. Managed to put a block in there, stop it from sliding. Because I know I don't have millions of space there. But I do have a bit of room here for a jerry can petrol. Dewberry, what's it? And now it's organised and everything has its place. Basically, hang on to zoom out, or drink. So I could put my electric pressure washer down there, my surface cleaner, some buckets and stuff.
I put my sponge machine here, and I can put some grout here if I'm grouting the patio. And everything just suddenly becomes organised. But, still got a thing on my nose, just noticed. But not finished yet though. Because I've got to get the valves and stuff there to feed everything. And an overflow here, any water left in the tank, I can let it piss out onto the pavement. But we're getting there, like British Rail. Eventually, we get there. Finally, the last piece of the puzzle for the van. So I've got to get that into the bottom of the water tank, connected up to a bit of a hose to that bit. That bit there is got a filter in it in case anything gets blocked up. Bit of hose then to my machine. And then another little hose there at the end to let any water out if there's anything left in the tank at the end of the day. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Let's turn this thing. Get a bit tight. Wang that in there. I would say, can I go any more? Yeah, fuck it. Right. I would say that's enough of that. So that was what was in my water tank before. That was connected up to here. I suppose I could put the tank in first. See where I need to cut off this. Chop, chop, chop. Chop. Right. Let's get all this crap off here. Right, I'm gonna get that now to go into there. Cool. Right, a little bit of pipe now from this end to the bit coming out the bottom over there. Snap, you twat. Okay. So this now, back the water tank. I'll have to take the tank out so I've got some room. Then I can shove that into that bit. That's another section done. Get this on there. Go on, yeah, fuck it. And that. Right, tubular clip on there. Right, back in. Right, okay. Little brace. Now this thing connects up to that. Yes, it fits. Oh, ah, oh, it's in my head. Right, that's connected. So now, just that one. And then just a little bit of hose coming off there, so at the end of the day, any water left, I can drain it. Oh. Stress on. Right, last Jubilee clip. No, it's not. Never, you can never say it's the last Jubilee clip. There's always another one somewhere else. Right.
push that in there. Oh, I actually went all the way to the bottom straight away. Lush. Right, tighten that up. One more. Yeah. Actually, one more again. Yeah, motherfucker. Ta-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. Right, so that's connected up to that. That's connected up to this. Now we just need a little bit of hose for that. Bosh. Boom. So everything in position, all that, but I need one of those connectors there to stick on that, and then that should be it. That's how that lot panned out in the end. And if I get any water left in the tank at the end of the day, I can pull that lever and empty it out. And it's a nice little place where it can live. Stay in there. The last piece of the puzzle. I was short one of these, so PWS Sales and Services, they sent me this over. So I just got to tighten this up. Oh, this is actually good, this is knowing everything's done. Just plug it in, fill up the tank, and try it out. Let's turn it on. Let's check for leaks. Nothing's leaking. Finally up and running. Everything is good. Maybe a little bit too much hose on there, I must admit. Maybe a bit too much hose on there. I did have a couple of issues, but that needed to be tinkered with. But all in all, mission success. Like and bloody well subscribe.
You have reached your destination.